Today's making sense question. Do I need to 1099 my vendors that I pay via credit card? 1099 is another very confusing process and situation that is required by the IRS. So again, to start, you need to 1099 any service provider, vendor, etc., even rent payments to anybody you pay over $600 in the prior year. And again, that's actually $600 cash basis. So you actually paid them at least that money. There's other nuances with 1099s for interest payments that I'm not going to get into. For this specific question around paying your vendors via credit card, so they accept credit card payments, you put it on your credit card, and then they have the credit card fee on their end, but it closes out an invoice. You do not need to 1099 them for those payments. The credit card company, MasterCard, Visa, whatever, will be providing them a 1099-K, 1099-K form that basically summarizes all of the credit card payments they received during the calendar year. So again, you may not be the only one that's paying them. They may have 15, 20 other people paying them via credit card. So that credit card company will be totaling all that and then filing a 1099-K with them. So you can exclude them from your 1099 process. You really need to focus on those folks that you pay via check or ACH. And even like if we're getting into like the Venmo worlds and things like that, where the nuances are changing. But if you do have a vendor that you paid via credit card, but let's say you paid them, you had 8 payments last year, you paid them via credit card 6 times, but the other 2 times you paid via check or like an ACH through like a payment software like Bill.com, you do need to 1099 them for those 2 payments that were not via credit card. So there may be some nuances that come into play with that, where you have to kind of segment which ones are via credit card, which ones aren't. Typically, like a QuickBooks Online, if you do proper bookkeeping when you're doing your 1099 filing process and in the workflow that they have, it does exclude like credit card payments from what needs to be on the 1099. So in summary, you don't need to do a 1099 to a vendor you pay via credit card for those credit card payments. But if you paid any payments to them via ACH or check, you need to definitely 1099 for those payments if they're required to file one. 1099s are a huge process. Just make sure you're obtaining the W-9 up front, getting the data and information on your own, doing proper bookkeeping, and following the 1099 for them. So hope you learned a few things today. Thanks for listening to Making Sense.